All right, we're back. Seth Bradley's pass down the left side, a fade route to the sideline to Kirby fell incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10. It's good to see Taylor Carter back, number 5 for the Mountaineers. He had been out for a couple weeks with a knee problem. He's back. It's nice to have all 4 original starters back. But we do have some good quality depth underneath after the starters of the Mountaineers. Pitch to Gibson. He has tons of room on the outside. He could go all the way. Touchdown! 45-yard touchdown run for Stephen Gibson. A lot of daylight, perfect blocking, great execution.
Again, a good run by Gibson, but you can't overlook the block laid down by Ashby Taylor. Did a nice job. Carter just bounced to the Gibson rather, just bounced to the outside. First score of the game here for the Mountaineers, and Tanner C's going to come out for the extra point. Just going back to what we said earlier, though, that pitch, it's tough to defend in high school. You got to follow the quarterback, but you also got to watch the pitch, man. It's a tough play to defend, and it looks like Bath County's not able to do that thus far. They'll have to make some adjustments, or otherwise Gibson's going to have a career day. C's back with the extra point. Taylor with the hold. It is up and good. C, true with the extra point.
I was talking to Coach, one of the assistant coaches, Billy Zell, this week. He said in practice, Tanner, our kicker, what? He said he has never seen him miss a kick in practice. He doesn't have quite the leg yet Cassidy Burns had last year. Of course, he's 3 years younger than Cassidy, but his accuracy is top-notch. Cassidy did a great job for the Mountaineers last year. Had a lot of good field goals. I remember him kicking a 35-yard extra point down in Northside, and it could have been good from about 50. We had a penalty after, I believe, one of our running backs scored in personal foul, and he kicked it from 35 and had plenty of distance to spare. But that's neither here nor there. It's 7-0 Mountaineers with 3:28 to go in the first quarter. You're right. Anywhere. Here, there, anywhere. But anyway, it's a nice night here. Temperature's probably about 65 right now.
Always windy in Warm Springs.
It is. It is. Is it Warm Springs or Hot Springs? I guess it's closer to Warm Springs.
I think the mailing address is Warm Springs.
Okay. Lukewarm Springs.
Hot Springs, Falling Springs.
Healing Springs. Sweet Springs.
Mr. Martin is from Sam Black Church, which is near another Springs. I can't remember what it is.
I can't remember either. That guy, he comes to school, and it takes him about an hour each way.
He drives a BMW diesel, so he's being good for the environment.
I thought it was a Mercedes.
Maybe.
I think it's a Mercedes diesel. But he, I saw Mr. Martin at school quite a bit this summer, coming to take care of the plants and everything that goes on with his class there. All right, Tanner C. lining up to kick. Yes, we get off on a tangent every now and then. He comes up, kicks the ball down the middle, goes so good about the, would have gone to the 10. He takes it to the 11. Dylan Fry on the return. He's got some running room to the left side. He's up to the 25 and the 30, pushed out of bounds, shy of the 30, maybe about the 29-yard line, where the Chargers will take over 1st and 10. They are down 7-0 to the Mountaineers with 3:19 to go in the first quarter. Good return there by Dylan Fry. He's a nice guy. First game Highlands Athletics ever covered. Guy rhymes with Fry. It does. They call him Fry Guy, actually. It's on his license plate. Anyway, wow. First game we ever covered was the Bath County playoff game last year at Eastmont. And I texted him to interview him, and he was saying sir to me, which was just quite a cultural shock. Wow. Being 18 years old. Sir. You've been knighted, haven't you? I believe so. Hasn't become official. Paperwork hasn't gone through. Robertson out of the shotgun. One man in the backfield. Handoff to Fry up the middle. He's going to be stopped. Bouncing outside of those tackles. He's, what was the word we used last week? Wasn't slippery. Squirted. Squirted. He squirted away from a few tackles there. Picked up about 2. Reminds me of the old citrus soda. It was called Squirt. That might have been before your time, Jacob. I don't know. That's neither here nor there or anywhere either. Everywhere, really. Everywhere. All right, 2nd and 7 for the Chargers at their own 33-yard line. Snap is back. Looks like a broken play. He still gets, looks like maybe about 2 yards on the carry. It's not bad for a broken play. Sometimes the best plays are broken plays. That'll bring up a 3rd and 5 at their own 35 for the Chargers. I like to see the teamwork by the Chargers. They're always going over to help each other up. And not that Alleghany has poor sportsmanship, but you can really tell the Chargers care for each other quite a bit, especially those linemen. They the human race. People as a whole, really. Just good humanitarianism here in Warm Springs, or Hot Springs, whichever it may be. I've had the pleasure of meeting Coach Jack Baker. We teach in the same department. Justin Bruffman on the
50 with the camera.
And I also had a pretty good relationship, too, with Bath County's head coach, Will Fields. I'll talk about that in a second. Dump-off pass to the running back. Number 30, I don't have a number on him or a name on him, is dropped for a pretty significant loss. Dropped back to the 32-yard line. It will be 4th and about 8 for the Chargers. Anyway, Charger coach Will Fields, he's been here for, 6 or 7 years, something like that. I used to teach right across the hall from him. We actually were sponsors of the varsity club. I'll get to that in a second. Nice spiral punt down to Mark Timbo, standing at his 30. He catches it. Coming to the right side, not a whole lot of room to run, and there's no gain on the return. 30-yard line, where the Mountaineers will take over 1st and 10, 1:22 to go in the first quarter. Allegany's up 7-0.
Well, Allegany's going to try to add on this early lead here. Still the first quarter. It's gone by rather slowly, really.
Yeah. My butt's hurting.
You wouldn't think the 12 to 15-minute difference from high school to college makes a big difference, but in the end, that's an entire quarter.
And it's unfortunate with our worldwide recognition that we're stuck here sitting on a hill. We're just sitting in the grass. Me, Jacob Downer, our production supervisor, Chris Mays. Okay, Seth Bradley off to the right side. Nice gain. Close to a first down. He might have got about 9 yards. I'm just guessing.
Some coaches are really afraid to run with the quarterback. A lot of times they are injury risks.
Yes.
But Bradley's, he's a big old boy. What is he, about 6'1", 6'2"?
Oh, he's listed at 6'4". He's probably a legitimate 6'3", seriously.
All right, 6'3". So he's never been injured. I'll probably get hurt on the next play now that I say that. But it's good to have that kind of gift. He's going to come out of the shotgun, throw downfield for Taylor Carter. Wide open. He's going to be caught in between two Charger defenders, and they just throw their hands up. They don't know what happened.
It's good to have him back, as I said earlier, and that's the way to get him back in the game. Taylor Carter and Lucas Kirby can really stretch the field. Ashby Taylor and Mark Timbo are really effective crossing the field and getting short yardage gains of 10 to 15 yards. All right, Mountaineers have the ball at the Charger 34-yard line, 1st and 10. There's about 30 seconds left in the quarter. See what they do here. Snap back to Bradley. Not a whole lot of room to run for Stephen Gibson up the middle. Maybe a pickup of 1, goes to the 32-yard line. You're talking of quarterbacks keeping the ball. That's part of the spread offense for a lot of teams. I was listening to the NC State, Cincinnati game last night.
I picked that correctly?
Yes, we both did. I think we both picked NC State. Yes. Anyway, they're talking about the risk that a quarterback has in spread offense of being injured. And I think it was, I can't remember who it was, one of the commentators said, talking about, what's the guy from Michigan, Robinson? Denard Robinson, and they said he doesn't have to worry about being injured because no one's tackled him yet. He's a man possessed. Okay, into the first quarter, 7-0 Mountaineers. When we come back, they will have it on the Charger 33-yard line. Let's go to a break.